Hello, welcome back to Mindway. Imagine this. You are walking through the vibrant, bustling streets of New Orleans, jazz music spilling from every doorway, a symphony of saxophones, trumpets, and drums weaving through the air. People are talking, laughing, telling stories. And their English isn't just correct, it's musical. It has a rhythm, a swagger, a captivating beat that pulls you in. They don't just speak, they perform with their voices. You stop, you listen, you feel the pulse of the city in their words, in their laughter, in the very cadence of their speech. That is the magic we unlock today. Welcome to Day 6 of the 7-Day Speak, your truth challenge on mind. Weigh the day you transform your English from a series of words into a symphony of sound. This is where we master the unspoken language of rhythm, pace, intonation, and prosody. This is where your voice becomes an instrument that doesn't just convey meaning, but creates an emotional experience. Over the next 4 hours, you are not just going to learn to speak English. You are going to make it sing. You are going to discover the profound impact of the musicality embedded within Fluent, American English, allowing your message to dance, persuade, and resonate deeper than ever before. So, wherever you are, take a deep breath. Ground yourself in the powerful chest voice you discovered yesterday on Day 5. And let us begin. Yesterday, we built the foundation, the deep, undeniable power of chest resonance and projection. Today, we put that power into motion, shaping it with the nuanced artistry of a master musician. Because English, especially American English, isn't flat. It has peaks and valleys, a pulse, a unique melody that instantly marks a native speaker. Until you master this musicality, your English will always sound a little robotic, a little unnatural, no matter how perfect your grammar. But when you master its rhythm, its pace, its intonation, your English becomes alive, authentic, and utterly captivating. Let's begin with rhythm, the beat of American English. Every language has a beat, a natural flow of stressed and unstressed syllables. American English is a stress-timed language. This means that certain syllables are stressed longer, louder, higher pitch, and the unstressed syllables are quickly reduced or compressed to maintain a consistent rhythm. Think of it like a drummer keeping a steady beat, regardless of how many quick notes are played between the main beats. Mastering this rhythm is crucial for both sounding natural and for clear comprehension. To understand rhythm, we first identify content versus function words. Content words carry the main meaning. Nouns, house, idea. Main verbs, run, believe. Adjectives, beautiful. Tired adverbs, quickly. Really. Negatives, not, never. These are usually stressed. Function words provide grammatical structure. Articles, a, an, the. Prepositions in, on, at. Conjunctions and but, or pronouns I, you, he. Auxiliary verbs is, have, do. These are usually unstressed and reduced. Let's take a simple sentence. I want to go to the store. Say it out loud. Identify which words naturally get more emphasis. Want, go, store. Notice how I to the are squeezed or reduced. They are shorter, softer. Now, Say the sentence again, but really exaggerate the stressed words. Make them longer, louder, with your chest voice power, and slightly higher in pitch. The unstressed words should be almost mumbled quickly. I want Togo Tith store. Feel the rhythm. It's like da da da. Listen to native speakers. Pay attention to their rhythm. For example, what do you want to do tomorrow? The native rhythm is what Jaya wanti do tomorrow. Record yourself trying to imitate this exaggerated rhythm. Focus on the contrast between the strong beats and the weak, reduced beats. Practice these sentences 10 times each. He should have come to the party. We're going to the beach this weekend. I think it's a great idea. Each time, increase the contrast between stressed and unstressed syllables. Use your chest voice for the stressed words to give them power. This rhythmic contrast is foundational. It's what makes your English sound natural and easy to understand. Even if your pronunciation isn't perfect for every single sound, it's the pulse of the language. Next, we move to pace, the speed of your story. Pace is not just about how fast you speak. It's about controlling your speed to create impact, suspense, and clarity. A monotonous, unchanging pace, either too fast or too slow, will bore your listeners or make you difficult to follow. A masterful speaker varies. Their pace, like a conductor, varies the tempo of an orchestra. Read a paragraph from a book or an article in English. Record yourself. Listen back. Are you speaking too fast? Too slow? Is it always the same speed? Be honest. The most powerful tool for controlling pace is the pause. A well-placed pause can create suspense, emphasize a point, allow the listener to absorb information, and give you a moment to breathe and think. Read this sentence. The secret to powerful speaking is not just what you say, but how you say it. Practice saying it, incorporating deliberate pauses where indicated. Feel the silence. Let it hang in the air. This silence is often more powerful than words. Now, let's vary pace for emotion. Read this sentence slowly, deliberately, using your chest voice. This is a truth that will change your life forever. Feel the weight of each word. Read this quickly, but clearly. We need to act now. We have to seize this opportunity. There's no time to lose. For moderate pace, read this naturally. I went to the store yesterday and bought some groceries. Now, take your day for vulnerable story again. Tell it once at a consistently fast pace. Tell it once at a consistently slow pace. Now, tell it a third time, consciously varying your pace. Start at a moderate pace. Slow down for the moment of struggle. My hands were shaking. Pause briefly before the turning point. But I took a breath. Increase pace slightly for the action and spoke anyway. Slow down again for the powerful resolution, and they listened. Truly listened. Record all three versions. Listen. Hear how varying pace adds drama, emotional depth, and keeps the listener engaged. This is how you make your words come alive. Remember, pace is a choice, not an accident. You are the conductor of your spoken symphony. Now, let's explore intonation, the melody of meaning. Intonation is the rise and fall of your voice's pitch during speech. It's the melody that conveys emotion, attitude, and distinguishes between questions, statements, and commands. In American English, intonation is incredibly important. Incorrect intonation can make a statement sound like a question, or a friendly query sound sarcastic. Practice rising intonation for questions. Uncertainty, incompleteness. Are you coming? Pitch rises at the end. I think. Maybe. Pitch rises slightly, indicating more to come. Did you finish your homework? Clear rise. Record these. Listen to how the rising pitch signals a question or hesitation. Practice falling intonation for statements, commands, certainty. Finality. I am coming. Pitch falls at the end. Close the door. Pitch falls, indicating a command. This is the truth. Strong fall, indicating certainty. Record these. Hear how the falling pitch gives a sense of completeness and authority. Practice rise-fall intonation for choices, lists. Sarcasm. Do you want coffee rise or tea fall? Rise on the first choice, fall on the second. I bought apples rise, bananas rise, and oranges fall. Rise on each item in a list except the last. Oh, you're so helpful. Sarcastic. Pitch rises dramatically on, so then falls unhelpful. Record these. Notice the subtle emotional cues. Intonation is also a huge indicator of emotion. For excitement, that's amazing. High pitch, then sustained higher pitch. For sadness, I'm so sorry to hear that. Lower. Flatter pitch with a gentle fall. For anger, don't ever do that again. Sharp, often higher pitch on stressed words with a hard fall. Practice these emotional sentences, consciously controlling your pitch. Use your chest voice to ground the emotion. Read a short dialogue from a movie script or a book. Pay close attention to how the characters, emotions, and intentions are conveyed through their intonation. Record both parts of the dialogue, focusing on making the intonation natural and expressive for each character. This is vital for sounding authentic in conversation. Intonation is the soul of your English. It adds color, depth, and genuine feeling to your words. Now, let us integrate prosody, the symphony of speech. Prosody is the overarching term that encompasses all of these elements: rhythm, pace, intonation, and even stress. It's the entire musicality of your speech. When someone says, "You have a great speaking voice," they're often complimenting your prosody. It's what makes speech engaging, memorable, and powerful. We're going to use a passage and consciously apply all elements. The truth about language is that it's not just about grammar and vocabulary. It's about connection. It's about sharing your authentic self with the world. And when you unlock the full power of your voice, you don't just speak words. You create an experience. You inspire. You lead. You move the world. Read the passage once, focusing only on identifying and slightly exaggerating the stressed words. Feel the stress-timed rhythm. Read it again. Where can you pause for impact? Where should the pace slow down for seriousness? Where can it speed up slightly for enthusiasm? Read it a third time. Where does your pitch naturally rise? Where does it fall for finality? How does the melody convey the emotional weight of each sentence? Now, put it all together. Read the passage with full awareness of rhythm, pace, intonation, and stress. Embody the message. Use your chest voice power. Record yourself doing this. Listen back multiple times. What emotions do you hear? Does it sound engaging? Does it command attention? Does it feel alive? Repeat this step until you feel a natural, powerful flow. This integrated practice is where your English truly transforms. You're no longer just speaking a language. You're performing it. Now, let's explore connecting with your audience through musicality. The reason prosody is so powerful is its ability to build rapport and emotional connection. When your voice has rhythm and melody, it's easier for others to listen, relate, and remember. In real conversations, we often subtly mirror the pace and intonation of the person we're speaking to. This builds rapport. Imagine you're talking to a friend who is speaking slowly and thoughtfully. Practice responding to them with a slightly slower pace and a gentle, empathetic intonation. Now, imagine a friend who is excited and speaking quickly. Practice matching their energy with a slightly faster pace and more energetic intonation. Without losing your chest resonance, the key is subtlety. You're not mimicking, you're harmonizing. When telling a story, allow your intonation to build with the rising action. Reach a peak at the climax and gently fall with the resolution. Practice. Take a simple personal anecdote. Tell it, consciously thinking about the melody of your story. How does your voice create tension? How does it deliver relief? In discussions or presentations, you can use intonation to invite participation or signal a transition. For example, we've discussed X falling intonation, signaling completion now. Let's move on to Y slightly rising intonation, signaling a new topic or question. This is the art of using your voice not just to deliver information, but to guide your audience's emotions and attention. Now, let us build your rhythm and pace ritual. A 15-minute daily practice that locks in natural musicality in your English. This is your daily warm-up for expressive speech. Begin with 2-4-4-8 power breaths, then hum from nose to chest, followed by open ah sounds. Feeling your chest resonate powerfully. Take 3 to 5 short English sentences, for example. I'm going to the movies tonight. Where did you put my keys? She really wants to learn to dance. For each sentence, identify content, function words. Practice speaking them 5 times each, exaggerating the stress and reduction. Focus on the da-da-da beat. Choose a paragraph 3 to 4 sentences from an English book. Read it once at a slow, deliberate pace. Read it once at a consistently fast but clear pace. Read it once, consciously varying your pace, incorporating strategic pauses for emphasis and clarity. Practice one sentence with rising intonation, for example. A question, are you ready? Practice another sentence with falling intonation, for example. A statement, I am ready. Practice a choice, coffee or tea. Do this ritual every morning. Record one full ritual per week to track your progress. Listen for the emergence of natural rhythm, controlled pace, and expressive intonation. Next, we integrate rhythm, pace, and intonation into storytelling. Your day for vulnerable story is a perfect canvas for this. Start by telling your story with strong chest resonance, clear projection, and intentional vocal placement shifts. Now, retell the story, focusing on the natural, stress-timed rhythm of English. Make sure your content words pop and your function words reduce. Tell the story again. Consciously control your pace. Slow down for moments of reflection or vulnerability. Speed up slightly for action or building suspense. Use deliberate pauses for emotional impact before key revelations. Finally, layer in intonation. Let your pitch rise and fall naturally with the emotional arc of the story. If there's a moment of surprise, let your pitch reflect that. If there's a moment of sadness, let your pitch soften and fall gently. If there's a moment of triumph, let it rise slightly and then fall with finality. Now, combine all elements: chest voice, projection, vocal placement, rhythm, pace, and intonation. Tell your story as if you're narrating a movie. Use your voice to paint vivid pictures and evoke strong emotions. Record this final version. Listen to how completely transformed it is from your day 4 version. This is cinematic storytelling. This is day 6. Now, let's master rhythm and musicality in daily conversation. Because all these techniques aren't just for presentations. They're for making your everyday English engaging and impactful. Watch an interview or a casual conversation between native speakers. Don't just listen to the words. Listen to the rhythm, the pauses, the rises and falls in pitch. Try to hear the music in their speech. Imagine a friend says, "I had such a long day at work." Notice the stress and slightly slower pace. Your response should mirror rhythm and pace. "Oh, I can only imagine how tired you must be." Match their rhythm and empathetic pace. Imagine someone asks excitedly, "Are you ready to go?" Notice rising intonation and faster pace. Your response should match energy. "Yes, I'm totally ready. Let's do this." Match their excited rhythm and intonation. Practice asking questions with expressive intonation. Instead of flat questions like, "Where's the bathroom?" practice with natural rising intonation. "Excuse me, where's the bathroom?" Polite, clear question. Practice with curiosity. "I wonder, where could it be?" More melodic, thoughtful. Practice expressing agreement, disagreement. For agreement, "That's a great idea." Strong stress on great, falling intonation. For disagreement, polite, "I understand your point," slight rise. "But I see it a bit differently." Slight rise before the "but" to soften. Record yourself practicing these mini conversations. Play both sides if you can. The goal is to make your conversational English not just correct, but musically engaging and reflective of genuine emotion. Now, let's explore rhythm and intonation in public speaking and presentations. This is where your voice truly commands the room. When delivering a presentation, consciously pause just before you deliver a crucial piece of information or a profound statement. This builds anticipation and emphasizes the upcoming words. Practice. Today, we're going to learn about pause, the single most impactful technique for vocal mastery. Raise your pitch slightly and increase volume. Using chest voice on words you want to emphasize, and let it fall on less critical information. Practice. This is not just a theory. It is a proven methodology that will transform your communication. Varying pace for audience engagement. Start your presentation at a moderate, confident pace. Slow down when presenting complex data or a deeply emotional story. Speed up slightly when transitioning between ideas or building excitement. Use pauses to allow questions to land or for the audience to process information. Use rising intonation on rhetorical questions to engage your audience and make them think, even if they're not meant to answer aloud. Practice. So, what does this all mean for you? Rising intonation, inviting internal reflection. Use a strong, clear, falling intonation for your call to action, conveying certainty and direction. Practice. Therefore, I urge you to take action today. Strong, decisive fall. Record a short, 2-minute speech or presentation. Consciously apply these techniques. Watch it back. Does your voice guide the audience's attention? Does it feel powerful and persuasive? This practice is the difference between a speaker and a performer. Now, let us integrate everything into a 30-minute rhythm and flow practice. This is your daily anchor for expressive and musical English. Begin with perfect posture. 3-4-4-8 power breaths, followed by humming from nose to chest, and open R, resonance activation. Take 5 complex English sentences. For each, identify stressed words and reduced function words. Practice speaking them with exaggerated rhythm, da-da-da. Take a short paragraph, 5 to 6 sentences. Read it once slow, once fast, and once with conscious pace variation and strategic pauses. Practice sentences with rising, falling, and rise-fall intonation. Practice expressing 2 to 3 emotions, for example, excitement, empathy. Determination through intonation with specific sentences. Tell your day for story or another personal anecdote, integrating all elements, chest voice, projection, vocal placement, rhythm, pace, and intonation, as if you are narrating a movie. Do the full 30 minutes right now. Record every second. This is your Day 6 final exam. This is your proof of transformation. And now for the 4-hour practice loop that will cement rhythmic mastery forever. This is where you transform understanding into ingrained habit, where you move from speaking to truly singing your English. Hour 1. Deep dive into rhythm and stress, advanced 60 minutes. Dedicate 30 minutes to compound word and phrase stress mastery. Extend your drill to common 2- and 3-word phrases. In American English, the stress often shifts to the first word in a noun phrase. Greenhouse versus greenhouse, hot dog, high school. Take a list of 50 common compound nouns and phrases. Practice reading them, exaggerating the stress on the first word. Then, embed that word in a sentence and ensure the word's internal. Rhythm flows naturally. With the overall sentence rhythm, use a metronome to keep an unwavering beat for the overall sentence rhythm. For the next 30 minutes, focus on advanced reduction practice. Focus exclusively on the reduced sounds. Function words like to, for, and are often not pronounced as written. To becomes da, for becomes fur, and becomes are. Becomes a. Take a script or a paragraph and deliberately mark all the function words. Practice reading the paragraph, consciously reducing these words into their faster, weaker schwa sound, the UR sound. For example, I am going to the store becomes I'm going to the store. The goal is to make the unstressed parts of your speech completely disappear into the flow, leaving only the power of your stressed content words. Hour 2. Masterful Pace and Pause. Advanced 60 minutes. Dedicate 30 minutes to controlled pace drills, tempo mapping. Take a complex, dense paragraph, perhaps from a technical book or a sophisticated article. Read it 3 times. The first time, use a fast, urgent tempo for 2 sentences. Then immediately switch to a slow, deliberate tempo for the next 2 sentences, and then back to a moderate, conversational tempo. Practice these tempo shifts rapidly and cleanly. Your voice should transition smoothly from fast to slow without breaking the underlying chest. Resonance. For the next 30 minutes, practice the silence drill, extended pauses. Practice delivering highly emotional or highly important statements and using a 4-second pause after the statement. Say, "This journey required me to let go of the need for perfection." 4-second silence. "That was the most important decision of my life." The 4-second pause feels immense in real time. It tests your confidence to own the silence. It forces your listener to sit with your statement. Record yourself. If you can maintain stillness and chest resonance during a 4-second pause, you have mastered the power of silence. Hour 3. Intonation and emotional melody. Advanced 60 minutes. Dedicate 30 minutes to dynamic pitch scaling. We are moving beyond simple pitch ranges. Choose a 5-line script. Practice reading the script entirely on a low, single pitch, focusing only on varying projection and rhythm. Then, read the same script entirely on a high, single pitch, again focusing only on projection and rhythm. Finally, read the script using your full, dynamic pitch range, allowing the melody to dance across the entire scale. This exercise separates the pitch from the other elements, allowing you to control it more precisely when you bring them back together. For the next 30 minutes, work on subtext intonation. Take a neutral sentence. "I will call you tomorrow." Practice saying it 6 different ways to convey 6 different hidden meanings, subtexts, using only your intonation, rhythm, and pitch. First, enthusiasm, commitment, fast pace. High energy, strong, falling pitch. Second, sarcasm, doubt, slow pace. Drawling rhythm, pitch rises dramatically on call, then falls. Third, threat warning, low pitch, very slow, even pace, harsh texture. Fourth, relief obligation, slight sigh, low pitch, gentle fall. Fifth, polite question, suggestion, rising intonation at the end. Sixth, anger clipped fast, tight rhythm, sharp, higher than normal pitch. This trains your ear and your voice to communicate the unspoken truth, which is the hallmark of truly advanced fluency. Hour 4. Prosody integration and performance. Advanced 60 minutes. Dedicate 20 minutes to full prosody flow. Practice the benchmark. Perform your full 30-minute rhythm and flow practice again. Record it. This recording is now your Day 6 benchmark. It should show clear improvement in rhythmic flow and pace control compared to your Day 5 benchmark. For the next 20 minutes, Focus on musical speech, performance, the solo. Choose an excerpt 2 to 3 minutes long. From an inspiring TED Talk or a monologue, practice performing it, not just reading it. Embody the speaker's rhythm. Their pauses, their intonation shifts, their stress patterns. Your goal is to internalize their musicality so completely that it flows through your chest voice naturally. Record your performance. For the final 20 minutes, it's community challenge, submission, and reflection. Your Day 6 mission is simple but powerful. Record your 2-minute musical speech, performance, or your 5-minute prosody storytelling. Post your recording or a written reflection on your rhythmic insights in the comments of the Mindway platform with #MindwayDay6. Reply to 2 other learners with genuine encouragement and specific feedback on their rhythm or intonation. Tag a friend who needs this musical power in their English. Take a moment to journal about your Day 6 experience. How has your perception of English changed? What new sounds and feelings are you discovering in your voice? Tomorrow, Day 7, we culminate everything with the art of authentic connection and persuasion. How to truly move hearts and minds with your resonant, rhythmic, and powerful English. Subscribe now. Turn on notifications because your voice is not just sound. It is a symphony. It is connection. It is art made audible. This is Mindway. This is your rhythm. This is your power. Speak it. Own it. Live it. See you tomorrow.